Office box in Springfield, New Hampshire.
Yes,
And do you remember when you did that?
I believe it was in December of 2013.
Okay. It was December 17th, 2013, to be exact. And did you fill out this? I need an exhibit tab, I'm sorry. Oh. Okay, thank you. And as the post office box holders?
No,
Well, let me see if you recognize your own writing.
there's your handwriting, there's a third person's handwriting, and there's apparently a fourth person's handwriting on this document.
Okay, in the address line, do you mind if I look on number 3? Whose handwriting is that?
That is mine.
Okay. And you wrote that willfully?
What do you mean by willfully?
Did anybody force you to write your name down on that paper?
No,
Okay. And what parts of that do you recognize to be your handwriting? Is that your signature?
well, to answer your question, line 3 is my handwriting. Line 4, where it says numbers, street and suite, is my handwriting. I'm not sure about the P.O. Box 197. I don't believe that is my handwriting. Where it says Springfield, New Hampshire, that is my handwriting.
B in Tulsa?
Yes,
And at the domicile that you were at prior to, or the residence that you were at prior to selling the Tulsa home, your last Tulsa home, can we refer to that as 5530? What was the address there?
5325.
5325. Okay, so did you have DirecTV at 5325?
Yes,
That house, okay. And did you have that disconnected?
yes,
All right. And were you aware that Ms. Hathaway has Dish Network at the time?
no,
That it was already set up and I let you know that?
I don't recall.
Okay. But just the same, you had your DirecTV disconnected and you sent your equipment to your own address, Springfield, New Hampshire.
Objection, Your Honor. She is asking a question, but I think she's reading it from the document.
I don't have to read it from the document. Okay.
If you wish to ask a witness about a document, if
Okay.
you'll please have the witness identify the document.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Once it's identified, if you wish to ask for it to be admitted, we'll take it.
Yes, this was an email sent to me by DirecTV to my email address, confirming that they were sending me a shipping box to return the cable box.
And what was the address that they were sending it to?
Filbert Hill.
And what was the date of that?
The date of the email was June 6th,
June 6th, what year, please?
2014.
Did you get a New Hampshire driver's license when you were in New Hampshire?
Yes,
Okay, so you signed a government application that swears that you are a resident of New Hampshire.
Your Honor, if I have a time frame.
Sure.
Time check, please.
Sure. Did you obtain a New Hampshire driver's license
June 26th.
on June 26th, 2014? Did you obtain a New Hampshire driver's license in May or June of 2014?
Your Honor, I'm going to just ask relevancy in that this is a month after the day of separation and that he had returned or left New Hampshire. I believe he did go back and to visit. I don't know this stuff. I won't testify to that. My point being that as to the intent, as to the relevant time period, this doesn't go towards that. And also, we had already had testimony that the term of resident could have dual residencies and not domicile. It does not affect domicile. So,
The objection be overruled.
Would there be any reason why you would why you would live in, as you say, you lived in Oklahoma and had, as you say, no intent to move from Oklahoma? Why is it that you would get a New Hampshire driver's license?
Because my license was expiring and I didn't want to drive on an expired license, so I got a New Hampshire driver's license.
Did you sit for a driver's license picture or stand for a driver's license picture in New Hampshire?
Yes,
Okay, and did you make your wife aware that you were doing that at the time? Did you tell me that you got your driver's license?
yes.
Okay. Okay.
to some degree, and I think you addressed that this morning. And
Yes.
so she, Ms. Hughes, to some extent, thought there was going to be a further conversation upon your looking at them about the admissibility, and so we didn't.
I don't understand why driver's licenses would not be admissible to go to evidence of where a person's residence is in a hearing on subject matter jurisdiction.
So, and can you please look at the dates on both the Montana driver's license and the Oklahoma driver's license? Oh, excuse me, there are no Oklahoma driver's license, I'm sorry. The Montana driver's license,
That statement seems that's not evidence, and it's not true.
I said Oklahoma by accident.
She withdrew that portion of
She said there are no Oklahoma licenses.
I said,
That's what
yes.
my
She,
I don't know whether there are or not.
I'm talking, she's asking about exhibits 33 and 34, so please rephrase.
Can you please tell me the dates that are on the Montana driver's license? And,
Just one at a time, please. One
Okay.
question.
The expiration date of the Montana license is June 26th, 2014.
June 26, 2014. Okay. And what do you show for the New Hampshire driver's license?
I'm not sure what you're asking me.
The expiration date or any dates that you see on the New Hampshire driver's license?
And Your Honor, I'm not trying to be difficult. It appears to be the expiration date appears to be June 26, 2019.
Address on the back of the New Hampshire driver's license?
180 Philbrook Hill Road, Springfield, New Hampshire, 03285, I believe.
180 or 160?
I'm sure it's 160, but it looks like 180 based on the copy that I have.
Okay.
That would be the address of my property in New Hampshire, yes.
Okay. This is?
It's a license and certificate of marriage.
And what are the names and addresses on that, please?
Well, let's go through
Okay.
he's identified Whose license are you asking that this exhibit be admitted?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No.
Respondent's exhibit 47 will be admitted without objection.
Do you recognize that?
It appears to be a copy of our marriage license.
And did you willfully put forth the information for that marriage certificate?
I don't know who provided the information to the person filling out the form.
And did you sign that?
Yes?
And do you remember doing that in front of a notary?
No?
Do you know if you have to have a notary for a marriage certificate?
No?
Do you remember sitting with the person who married us the night before our wedding and filling out the marriage certificate?
Do I believe we have a valid marriage certificate? Yes.
Great, you agree we have a valid marriage certificate, and do you agree that you signed that willingly?
Yes.
And can you tell me the dates on that marriage certificate, please?
December 23rd, 2013.
That's when it was issued, I believe? I'm sorry, is that when it was issued?
No, it's the date that's circled in blue on the form.
If I could offer stipulation that the marriage certificate is valid, the address has the Philbrook address, just listed as an address, which we've already said. There's
I'm
dual
not going to
address.
take argument.
Email quite a few places in New England looking for employment.
Yes.
Okay. Can you name some of those places?
Let's see, Carroll College, Dartmouth, I think it's United States Art Institute, Southern New Hampshire University, the law school in Concord, the Kearsarge School District, private school, there were private schools, Christian schools, basically any job that was available that fit my qualifications in the New England area.
Was the petitioner a resident of the state of Oklahoma for at least 6 months preceding the filing of the petition?
Who was your insurance company in February 2014 for the Philbrook home?
I believe it was Cooperative Insurance.
Okay. And who is named on that insurance policy?
We both were.
And was that a homeowner's policy?
I believe so.
Okay. So you believe that it was a primary homeowner's policy?
I know that we lost the insurance because I was no longer residing in the property and it was non-owner occupied.
At the time?
Now, at the time we received the policy, it was a homeowner's policy.
Okay. So it was owner occupied?
Yes.
Okay. You living from June, forgive me, from July 1st to August 2014.
I believe I was in New Hampshire. I was also in Montana. And I was also at the cabin in Grove.
Object to my own witness is not responsive. The question was living, not where we live.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't get, not where what?
Not where he had been during those months, and also withdrawn.
Also, I was traveling at the time. It was my summer break.
That's
We talked about that. So,
what do you mean by domicile?
My principal residence
Which was where, please?
in Tulsa.
What address, please?
My principal residence was in Tulsa. I was looking for a replacement home for the home that sold.
I just asked you where your principal residence is, your address, please.
I did not have a formal address. I was looking for a replacement home for the property.
I'm sorry, between June 2014 and July 2014.
I was domiciled in Tulsa.
And what was that physical address, please?
I've answered the question.
what is the answer to that question?
I was looking for a replacement property for the home that I sold.
Please answer the question. Did you have a physical address in Tulsa, Oklahoma in the months of June 2014 and July 2014?
No.
So I find at this time that the evidence does support the stipulation of counsel. The evidence supports the answer and counterclaim as to the residence of Mr. Frost in Oklahoma. For your motion is that apparently I left the impression, and I want to correct it, that the only basis for my ruling yesterday was on the basis of judicial estoppel. That was not my intention. It's my intention to indicate that after hearing those many hours of evidence that we did yesterday, that in fact the facts support that this court has subject matter jurisdiction, and the venue is this court. And further, I did reference the judicial estoppel in that the judicial estoppel was also appropriate under the circumstances.